All right, I just got done doing this long training, so give me just a second here to wet my lips. Even on a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest, we drink coffee. Write that in your vacation blog. Yeah, if you're like vacations to Seattle or Portland, they drink coffee even in the summertime. You know, actually, guys, let me put my glasses down real quick. You guys are here because you want to start, maybe you're thinking about starting a travel blog. Travel blogs, gosh darn it, you know what, I'll tell you what, guys, that sounds so interesting, doesn't it? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Sitting around drinking coffee at some little cafe somewhere that you travel to and you're blogging away about your experience, adding some images and maybe setting up your camera at that cafe and just saying, hey, you know what, here I am at Villa Cafe in the South Bordeaux of France. You know, it just sounds really good. And maybe you can't afford to sit there and go to France or anything like that. But I'll tell you what, guys, you can afford to sit there and create travel blogs within your own local area. Who knows that area better than you anyways? That's right. So you can set up a local blog, local travel blog in your own area. And not to mention, it's a great way to generate an income, and it really, really is. As a matter of fact, you're probably here because that's what you really want to do in the end-all be-all of the day, is generate an income with it. But you understand that by having a blog, because you've even Googled how to start a travel blog, that you have to have that traffic first. You have to learn how to create the content. You have to get everything set up, and that's a wonderful thing. Because I'll tell you what, if you're at this juncture right now, guys, you are about this close to actually generating that income online, because you'll be able to generate the traffic here. Period. When it comes down to setting up a blog, let's just go over some of the basics with this, especially for those of you who are very beginner here. If you don't think you can do this online, trust me, 3 years ago I had no idea what I was doing online. Today I consult with large companies, I work with hundreds of small businesses, and literally thousands of individuals have used our systems here to sit there and learn how to build and brand and manage any business online. So you can do this. If I can do this, you can do this, guys. First off, I'll tell you this right now, there's a lot of different WordPress platforms to use out there. You can actually look up here on eBlogger Pro. You can look at some of the links up here, blogging platforms, basics of blogging, SEM and blogging and all that. But some of the platforms out here, Drupal, Joomla, WordPress. WordPress is probably the go-to guy for all of us. Number one reason, guys, it's just easy to work with. It's one of the best content management systems. That's what they call blogs. In general, they're really called content management systems because we manage content there. Manage to create it, manage to index it, manage to drive traffic to it. So it's a content management system. And they're very easy to work with. They do have a little bit of a learning curve. Don't worry about it. If I can get past it, so can you. Other things that you would have to sit there and learn is some good SEO strategies and tactics, because you got to get found online. You got to get ranked online. You've got to get ranked online, learning how to really specifically target your traffic. You know, for instance, we have the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. It sees about almost 1 million visitors every spring, summer, and fall here in beautiful Southern Oregon. And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful place. Not to mention, you know, we get a lot of famous people here to see that too. You look around sometimes in that small little beautiful little town, you'll see faces you know. It's crazy. But the thing is I can create content around, you know, faces you might know from the silver screen in Ashland, Oregon. What a perfect little blog. Start talking about Shakespeare and how a lot of famous actors and stuff like it. And if you get some snapshots, great, put them on there. Then you got your own little tabloid. No, but the thing is that you can sit there and you can start talking about the Shakespeare Festival, the Brit Festival. Maybe you're more into outdoors and outdoor travel. Southern Oregon offers a lot of that stuff, and we're really known here in the Pacific Northwest for the outdoor activities here. So the thing is, though, is that we have to understand how to really, really target with what? That's right, with our keywords and links. You have to understand, guys, the keywords, basically this is all the relevance about that piece of content. The relevant piece of that content is the words that we use. Links is the popularity, because when Google looks at stuff, it's looking at two things, relevance and popularity. Popularity is built on the links that are coming in and going out. Relevance is based on the titles and the words inside of that content, the alt text on an image, the title of a video, all of the words that are inside of it. That's the relevance part. Next thing we're out to understand is that we don't just create content for, search engines. We actually create content for people. Make it fun. Dude, travel blogs, just thinking about it, I want to start one. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about starting one on the Bigfoot Guide in Oregon, which would be really fun for people. But I think this is a wonderful thing right here. Create content for people first. Worry about the search engine second. Okay? Trust me, with the way that Google looks through more human eyes today with the Panda algorithm and other algorithm changes that they've had over the last year and a half, you'll find that if you optimize for people more with your words and your content and your information that you're linking to or people are linking to you from, you're going to find out that you're going to be way ahead of the curve here just by being you and creating good, solid content. What else do we got here, guys? What else? Social. Social. Create the hubs, guys. Create the hubs we can hang out at. Get your Facebook fan page set up. Get your Facebook travel blog page set up about Southern Oregon, about Miami, Florida, or Portland, Oregon, or Seattle, Washington. Get your fan page set up. Also, Google Plus is starting to creep up really fast. So get your Google business page up and get your Google, just get your Google Plus page going and get it going now. Get a personal page, get a little business page. Get them both going for your blog. And don't forget bookmarks. We're just going to go over bookmarks real quick. Get your bookmarks going. Every post, every page should have some social sharing bookmarks on it. Not to mention, you should be sharing that yourselves, automated, through your website. You can do that thing with Bookmark Lovers, ping.fm. You can do this, and you can sit there and share that automatically, which actually helps out with what? SEO and SEM. Because then you can be sharing a lot of this information. You have to remember today, though, that we're not herding cats here on Facebook or Google Plus or anything like that. They are only, right now, only taking up about 10 to 14% of really any real juice from Google or Bing or Yahoo. This is about the importance they're putting on social activity on your website. But you have to remember that last year, it was only about 7%. So what does that tell you? It's growing. So we really need to get in there and be social. The reason for a travel blog is this too, guys. 75-80% of the time that you click or that you search anything in a search box on Google or Bing or Yahoo, do you ever notice that most of the time you end up on a blog? Blogging is actually the largest of the social medias online. Right underneath that is video, and then there is Facebook and other little places like that. But blogging really is the largest social media, and you're a travel blog. That's your job, to be social. It's your job to share good, solid information. You can't just write blurbs anymore. Blurbs are for social media. Real solid content about what people want to know. You know, what kind of ID do I need to get into Canada or to get into Mexico or to get into South America? What kind of, what kind of clothing should I bring? What about the weather reports? Have feeds put on your website about weather reports, 10-day weather reports, 5-day outlook, blah, blah, blah. How about flying? You know, I get kind of sick flying sometimes and it just makes me nauseous. What are some good home remedies? Because I spent everything on my vacation. I don't have a lot of money left to... Home remedies for air travel. Little tiny things on your website, guys, counts. But they've got to be good and solid and be packed full of solid information, solid content. You know what? Get your travel blog going. Seriously, get a travel blog going. I think it's a wonderful thing if you're interested in it. I think it's a great thing. But remember this, guys. You have to learn first how to build and brand and manage that business online. You have to learn how to get that content ranked and get that content found. Video marketing, blogging, social media, forums, articles, press releases, all these different things, guys, have to be understood and have to be used, period. I don't care if you get your training here with the free videos on a link down there, or you're here on my site, guys, there's free training right now, no obligation, free training, grab it. Grab it now. But I don't care if you get it here or somewhere else, get the training and literally start learning and applying, because that's the trick to success online. That's the trick to driving traffic. That's the whole trick to generating an income with a travel blog, is just to get out there, learn, and apply, period. Anyways, thank you guys very much again, and no matter what, God bless.